Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest.
Emmanuel, 23 years old, is a simple guy who loves Christ. That's all.
Okay, and today we're going to answer some of your questions. Stay tuned. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because I believe there's going to be a lot of wisdom.
Amen.
The next question is, how do you know a friendship is toxic?
Let's define the meaning toxic. Search it up.
Okay, the definition of toxic is poisonous. Yeah, very bad, unpleasant,
Harmful,
or
stressful.
harmful.
What's the outcome of it? Is it bringing you peace? Is it bringing you,
exactly.
Is it bringing you rest? Is it bringing you a sound mind? Or is it only bringing you stress, fights, harmful things?
I feel like a toxic friendship is when there's only take. Like there's no giving, receiving. There's only taking. So like, with that being said, taking your peace, taking your comfort, taking your love, just only taking, and there's no giving. If you're not at peace,
Yeah, man. If you're not at peace,
if every time that you're with the person,
you feel like,
if even you feel like you don't even want to talk to the person, that's already a sign like, yo, check your friendship.
I feel like the person who was asking this question even knows that the
you
relationship is already toxic.
You know that, otherwise you wouldn't ask this question.
The person knows.
You know that it's toxic.
The person knows.
What kind of person are you when you're with the person? Can you be free with this person? Are you afraid that this person is going to gossip about the things that you're telling them? Like, how do I end a friendship that is toxic in a good way? Like, I would say sit down with the person.
It depends on the person you are.
Yeah, but like, you cannot just say I don't want to be your friend anymore. Like, you have to talk about it. And it takes a whole step, and it's easier said than done. But I feel like you have to take that step in boldness to talk to the person like, yo, I feel like in this friendship I don't see us moving forward. Just be straight to the point. And if the person then gets angry, listen, you did your part. Like, you can walk away knowing that you did your part. So,
like, do not only communicate, but let there also be understanding.
Exactly.
You can say a lot of things, but if the person is not understanding you, it is useless.
True.
Because we often say, oh, communicate, let's communicate, keep communicating. But if there is no understanding, the communication is useless. Speak in a certain language, but if you do not understand the language, by communication,
The person also said that their friendship has been for 8 years.
Don't look at the time.
Don't look at the years of how long you've been friends. Like,
I can be friends with somebody for 10 years, but if there were only fights in that friendship, it can be 10 years, but the friendship was useless.
We can outgrow each other, you know, like, because I was chilling with her when I was 10, 12 doesn't mean that I still can chill with her. Like, our perspective changes. Some people choose to do this, some people choose to do that. So don't look at the time, like how long you've been friends, because you can meet somebody 1 week ago and that person can just drastically change your life.
Time on itself, it's not really a thing. It's like, what do you do in the time? What do you do in the time? I can, like, for instance, we go to school, primary school. We have been there for 8 years. But why do other people receive halfo at the end? Why do other people receive VWO at the end? Why does everybody not receive the same results? Why? Because it depends on what they did in those 8 years. So the fact that they went to school for 8 years doesn't make them a smart or well-developed person. It depends on what they did in the 8 years. So time, you can be in a relationship for so long, but what have you done in a relationship? And where has it brought you? What have you given the person? What have you received back? Like, what have you learned? Where are you now in a relationship? So time, don't look at time.
The next question is, how do I know I have truly forgiven someone?
To be honest, this question, I was standing in the lift with my mother and I asked her the same question. She said, if there is no more pain in your heart, you can look at a person, you can see the person, you can hear the voice of the person, and like nothing is happening here anymore. Your heart is at peace. Your heart is at peace, because to be honest, most of the time we say, oh, I have forgiven the person, but if we look deep down in your heart, you haven't. Be honest with yourself and try yourself, like test yourself. Try and search a picture of the person and like ask yourself, what is happening now in my heart whilst I am seeing the person? Or look up a video, what is happening now in your heart when you see the person, and then you can discern, have I forgiven the person?
There's no excuse for what the person did to you. So you're allowed to, you know, first be angry, all those things. It's okay, but don't let that anger stay in your heart. Don't hold a grudge, because like I've been there, that I would see someone's face or that I would hear someone's voice and I'd just be like, oh. If I could, I would just punch you. Know that you truly have forgiven the person is when you can just be free, like, you know, because some people, they stay up all night thinking about the person, what the person did, and that's why I never really agreed with the term I forgive but I never really forget, or I forgive you but I don't forget. That means if you don't forget, it's not that you should not think about it at all, but if you say that you don't forget, it means it means that you're still holding on to what has happened, but you need to let it go. Like, the past is in the past. That doesn't take away what the person did to you, but you need to move on, like go further about in life. Forget about it, as in don't let it still keep you bitter.
I feel like we humans, we are sometimes unfair, because when we do something,
we expect God to forgive us.
Give us and to forget, and God forgets. He forgets. He never reminds us of our past. But we
like to remember. You remember that time?
And most of the times you are dealing with that thing in your heart, and every night it is paining you. When you see the person, you are mad.
And in the meantime, the person is just living their life.
Is enjoying.
They don't even think about you. The person doesn't even
know what is going on. That, like, and if I come to a state and I realize those kind of things, then I really push myself to forgive the person, because I don't want to live like that.
True.
While you are dealing with something and the person is just chilling. When you see that and your mind is not in a clear state, you will say some certain things which you should not be saying.
So how to know you've truly forgiven someone is like when you don't feel any bad blood towards the person.
Be honest with yourself.
Take the steps to it that are needed.
It takes time. Forgiveness takes time. It doesn't happen in one day.
No, it doesn't. Next question is, this question I was like, because it's personal. Why is my love for money bigger than my love for people?
I was watching a documentary of Booth. I think he said something like that. He said, I don't know, the person is asking this question. I don't know your background, I don't know what has happened to you. But he was saying, he had the same thing. He said, people can change, even we change. Our hearts change. Somebody can like you now, tomorrow he doesn't like you anymore. The way we are, we change very quickly.
True.
But he said, when I have money, I will have 100 euro right now. When I wake up tomorrow, I still have the 100 euro. So the money will never change. Don't know what
happened. Like, why do you not love people? Like, what happened? Did somebody do something to you? So this question, I was like, this is a very personal question. Like,
this question, this is more the surface level, but there is
like, why don't you love people? Like, what did somebody do something to you? Like, who harmed you? What happened? And I feel like it's easy to have love for money, because I know people who do anything for money. But if you're watching it and, you know, just ask yourself, why do you not love people? What is the reason? The next question is, what if you fall in love with a man or a woman who is not Christian?
It can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen. Yeah.
Why do you see yourself?
Where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Or where do you see yourself with a person? And just ask yourself some certain questions. Is this what I want? Is this what I need? Because wanting something and needing something, it's not the same thing.
Two different things.
It's even the will of God. It is possible that you can fall in love with a person that is not like Christian. It can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen. But do you want to carry on in their relationship?
There are some people who are Christians, and then they fell in love with a non-Christian, and that Christian needed the non-Christian needed the Christian to come to God. I think that's a different situation. That is, if God really put you in that position. But you know, like, even before you enter a relationship, pray to God. Even if before you fall in love, even your love life, you should talk to God about it. Like, God, I'm seeing that I'm catching some feelings for this guy. If this is not the person, help me, like, show me. And when he shows you, don't be like, nah, that wasn't the sign, give me another sign. Take it seriously. If you are already, like, this is me talking to myself, so if you are seeing some red flags but you're making excuses for those red flags, don't do that. Just take it very serious. It's possible to fall in love with a non-Christian, like it is. Talk to someone about it as well.
And like another question is, after that, do you want to be in a relationship with that person?
Do you see yourself getting married to the person? Do you see yourself having children with the person? Do you see yourself buying a house, having a business? Are you able to work with each other? Because a Christian and a non-Christian have two different values in almost a lot of things. So yeah, is the person gonna be in your way with God? Is the person gonna come between it? If that's the case, then you really need to analyze the situation. Okay, the next question is, how can I tell the sweetest guy I know that I don't like him without hurting him?
One thing I can say is just be honest.
Yeah,
just be honest.
Better hurt him.
Yeah, don't lie to give him a good
act
feeling.
like you also like him. Don't do that, because that's when you're gonna hurt him the most.
Yeah.
Just be honest.
Be honest.
Yeah,
just understand later.
Yeah, and the way that you're gonna say it, say it in a way like, you're one of the nicest guys I know, and but I don't see myself with you, and this is not me saying it to hurt you, but I just don't see it, and I hope that it doesn't,
and don't do
ruin
it based,
our friendship.
Don't do it based on assumptions, because you feel like he is. If he hasn't tell you anything, don't go and say, oh, you're a nice guy, but because they will mess up.
Yeah, only if you really
only
know.
if you know, or if he has told you
that
he likes. Don't go and do something based on assumptions.
Exactly.
That will get him. You cannot. Yeah, he cannot force you. That's the way how you feel, and that's your answer. Yeah, it's not the same feeling. Yeah.
True.